Beautiful people, how's it going? It's King Lot. I'm back with another video. This video is basically about moving to Africa or Tanzania by yourself, because that in itself comes with a lot, and people, it will discourage you. Now, before I get into the video, you might hear a little banging that's going on outside, doing some construction, but you know, can't let that stop me. Can't let that stop the groove, baby. Cannot let that stop the groove. But anyway, yeah. Well, I'm gonna start it like this. I've been thinking about moving to Africa, Tanzania for about 5 years. Me and my partner at work, I'm a licensed steam fitter. And we usually just spend our time on lunch breaks, just on YouTube, just looking at videos, different festivals, things like that on Tanzania, and just letting our mind wander. Just like, damn, bro, it'll be nice to go. And it was one of those things that I felt was far-fetched. I didn't think it would be possible. I would do it. And this was going on back when I was living in New York City. I went through some trials and tribulations in New York City, just going through the motions, trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go in my life. And then I ended up moving to the West Coast. And when I got to the West Coast, I had a little bit more peace. But it was just something that felt like it was missing. And then I thought about it one day, like, you know what? Why won't I just go to Africa? Just go. So I saved up some money, bought my ticket, and went. Now, what I would say, if you plan on moving to Africa, Tanzania, to save at least 5 to 8 grand and have an income coming in. Now, to some people, $5,000 to $8,000, it might be a lot of money, and it might seem far-fetched, but I'm just telling you that from experience, you understand? I didn't come here with 8 grand, you understand? I just came here with the money flow. But me being here and experience what I've experienced, it would make sense for people that haven't come here yet to, prepare themselves in that way. Because it would be a lot easier and a lot better. Now, I would say that, when you come, don't come with the Western mentality and trying to make everybody adjust to you. You have to adjust to the cultures. So what I would say is just, come, travel a bit, learn the culture, learn the people. I would say learn the game. I don't know the best way to put it. Learn the game and try to figure out what kind of hustles and business you plan on doing if you want to be established here to, maintain and be able to stay here long term, if that's what you plan to. Because you just can't come here and think magic is gonna happen and it's gonna work out. You have to hustle, you have to grind. The grind never stops. Even when you're rich and wealthy, the grind never stops. So, I'm not gonna say that I had the perfect time. That'll be a lie. You have your trials and tribulations in whatever you want to do, and coming to Africa has its challenges, and there's just a lot of things that you're just gonna have to get used to. A lot of things that's gonna get you discouraged. But if you want to come to like a natural place and just be free, and you don't have to worry about certain things that you have to worry about in the States when it comes to just you being you, especially just being a colored person. I don't like making these things about race, but the truth is the truth. And it's just not that simple. Now, the best way to transition, I feel, what works for me is that when I was home before I came here, I used to look for Facebook groups where expats, people traveling back and forth that has experience in this, and just go into these Facebook groups and just post and get to know people and then get an idea on what it may be like. Because me being in those groups and actually coming here, you barely get everything. Like, you get a sense of what you're getting yourself into, but you will not know till you get here. But the good thing about it is that you'll meet people that are willing to help. Because most people here, 9 out of 10 people here are very helpful. And, the culture here is based off of love. So, what made it easy for me is that getting into these Facebook groups, meeting people, getting a feel on what's what. Not everybody's good, we all know that. If you have a mind, you can have a mind intuition in the gut. You can tell what's what, who has bad intentions and stuff like that. So that's all up to you. That's a you thing. But, getting into these Facebook groups and just meeting people. So when I arrived, I was able to link with these people, and it made the transition easy. And then when you get here, that's when the game is on. You have to really hustle. If you want to stay here long term. And as I said before, there's going to be a lot of things that's going to discourage you. Don't let anything knock you out of focus. Trust me, to the men that are planning to make this transition to Africa, to the men specifically, because I can't speak on women when it comes to certain things. Do not let these women distract you, bro. Do not let these women distract you, because trust me when I tell you, there's beautiful women everywhere. And from experience, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Focus on yourself, focus on what you want to do, and then, you focus on, I guess, family and everything else that should come after you master your grind. And trust me when I tell you, it's a very beautiful place. It's a very beautiful place. You'll be amazed. It's just it could be as simple as like taking a 10-15 minute ride somewhere. Just the scenes will blow your mind. You understand? Now, what I plan on doing a little bit more of, because I've done it when I first got here, but silly me, I didn't document it. I didn't really put it on camera. Just traveling to different places and talking to different people. I did not put that on camera, but I plan on doing it just to give people an inside look on what's going on in the different cultures and things like that. I really do want to travel to different countries. It's just the issue is just this, the COVID stuff that's going on, and taking these COVID tests, is not free. So those are the things that kind of discourage me and kind of stop me from doing those things. But I'm just gonna do it because I've met people, I've got connections, and connections is another thing that you must build out here. Because one, you don't speak the language. Two, this is not your native land. So connections is everything, and people are more willing to help. You understand? Because I don't know if I can say this on camera. I'm not gonna say it on camera, but connections is everything. And when you know people that work in certain areas, it'll make getting things done a whole lot easier. From opening up a business to owning land. Now, those two things can become a little tricky, land and opening up a business, because opening up a business, you have to have residency and those type of things. And there's a way to do it. Right now in Tanzania, they don't do dual citizenship, but I did see something online that they're working on it, but right now they don't have dual citizenship, and I wouldn't recommend anybody give up their citizenship from America. It wouldn't make sense, because you might have to go back from America to handle something, especially if you try to handle business. You can, if it's something that you want to trade or something like that, you could, do it yourself, as long as profit or, the income makes sense for you to do it. But, it's people that'll help you get the residency, You understand? Because trust me, there's another way to do it. You could get married, and you know, whether you get married or you know, go through the immigration, get your residency, you will renew your visa every 2 years. You understand? Now, I would recommend, you know, getting a letter from someone that can help you and go through immigration and get your residency like that, opposed to getting married. Because when you have the mind on getting married and trying to get your residency, you might not make the best decisions because you have to be careful who you marry. That's not just in Africa, that's anywhere in the world. You have to be careful who you marry. Because, you know, that person becomes a responsibility, you become that person's responsibility. And I'm pretty sure more or less of you might be more of the person's responsibility than vice versa. And on top of that, men get no benefit really on getting married in Africa, in Tanzania. I don't know about any other country, but in Tanzania, I know men do not get any benefit on marrying these women. The woman will definitely benefit. She benefits way more. Even if you're a woman from abroad, you benefit more. I don't know why it's like that, but I guess it's an attack on all men. Who knows? But yeah, the transition can be easy. It depends on what you focus on. Now, another thing I'm gonna tap into. When you come here, it's best if you get a local line. Your phone from the States will not work. You could use it, you know, Wi-Fi, stuff like that. And I would recommend downloading WhatsApp or Telegram because you could speak to your friends and family back home on WhatsApp and Telegram. And people out here in Tanzania, they use Telegram or WhatsApp, so you know it works for you. And it'll be a lot easier using that opposed to like regular minutes and SMS because you have to pay for a bundle depending on what phone provider you have, as I said in the previous video. So you know, it's just ways to how to like save money and make it work for you and make yourself comfortable, because it's about making yourself comfortable, because you do not want to be uncomfortable in a foreign land by yourself. Because at the end of the day, regardless of how many friends you have, what kind of relationship it is, how good of a relationship it is, at night when you're by yourself, those thoughts run. There'll be certain days, certain times in the middle of the day where you miss home. But you have to stay focused and keep a positive mind, because it can drive you crazy. I'm not perfect. I have moments where I think about back home and I think about the things that I used to do. You understand? Like simple things like, you know, living in the West Coast and walking to the dispensary, buying some weed and smoking. Little things like that. I mean, it sounds crazy, but it's little things like that. You understand? I don't smoke weed in Africa. I don't. I drink, you know, I drink a little beer, a little liquor here and there, just to, you know, being social. But other than that, you drive yourself crazy just missing home, especially when you're 30 plus hours away and, you know, home is not a hop and skip away. So you have to take those things into consideration. But I would say, you know, for the most part, do your research, because research is going to be everything on your transition to coming to Africa. Add yourself in those Facebook groups, post, get to meet people, see what people have to say on the feed, get an idea on what's going on and what you might be getting into. And just get an idea, because it's not going to tell you everything. When you get here, you just, you know, remember what you read, and if you met people in those groups, link up with them. And then, you know, they'll help you get through, because trust me when I tell you, people here are very, 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 very helpful. Very helpful, especially if you're coming from America. And if you're just a black American, you relate more. And you know, they're curious. I understand, they're curious. I met a lot of people from, you know, Dar, Arusha, anywhere I stop, that are curious and always have questions as to like what's true or not, how is it. And most people that I met in Africa has a dream to go to America. I won't discourage anybody to go to America. I just let them know that it's not what the TV portrays. But You know, everybody's different. Everybody's different. So yeah, I will appreciate the feedback. Criticize me because it's only gonna make me better. You understand? I'm just trying to give this information out to people that are thinking about coming. Because when I was coming, I looked at certain videos to help my transition, just get an idea and see how Americans did it, transition to Africa, and it helped out a lot. So yeah, criticize me. And do not forget to subscribe. Show me the love. I'm just trying to do positive, be positive, and just do my thing. If you know, we all one, we all come from the same source. We just trying to make it out here. We trying to feed people. You know, the same life story. You don't hustle, you don't eat. Now I'm gonna leave this with a positive message, as always. It might be the same message, who knows? But you know, stay positive, be positive, think positive. What you get, what you put out in the universe will come back to you. It won't come back in the next minute, next hour. It may come back in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, but it's gonna come back. So just make sure that you are positive and set your intentions. And your dreams are your dreams. Don't let anybody stop you, and don't wait for anybody, because only you can see your vision the way you see it. Only you can understand your vision the way you understand it. You understand? Do not let fear stop you from being great and doing anything in this world, because can't nobody tell you no. You understand? Can't nobody tell you no. Maybe a woman, if you're being a little bit too aggressive, maybe you could take that no. But when it comes to like doing what you have to do in this world and getting things done, can nobody tell you no, because anything's possible. Nobody walks in the same shoes, and you could do something that hasn't been done yet. It's only possible. You understand? So now I'm gonna close this out. Peace, love, and happiness, people. Just like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, please. I'm out.